Hello, beautiful universe. How are you doing? Welcome to the page of the awakened, the truth. On this page, I speak nothing but the truth. Again, before I start off, I must tell each and every one of you, I took the courage to start this page to speak the truth. Now, I'm not trying to offend you, but I'm quite sure it's a lot of people out in this universe think and feel like me, exactly like me. So I wanted to be a leader and speak about real life experience that I experienced. And also, I'm very spiritual. I was born with a veil, so I do receive messages and I like to speak them. Now, I don't read cards or nothing like that. I pray. I pray straight to God. I call God Yahweh, and I deliver the messages. But Yahweh used me and what I've been through in life to tell you all my stories so each and every one of us can learn from them, or to just call out the situation that thinks that it's being kept in silent. And with that being said, I want to use my story today to express and explain how Yahweh see this situation is going on. And it's very common. And to all the mothers and fathers that's been going through such thing, guess what? Yahweh see what you're going through. And that person that's putting you through that, they will have to pay. So starting off, Yahweh wants me to use my story. So here we go. Once upon a time, I was married. I was married to a silver spoon man. He came from a great family. It was just him and his sister. They have family business, many of them. And he worked for the family business. So before I continue, I must say this. Toward fathers and toward mothers, whether it's a daughter, whether it's a son. Now keep this in mind. We raise our children up, whether it's a boy or a girl, to find the perfect wife or the perfect husband. We tell our kids, get you somebody that's established. We tell our kids, get you somebody that's wealthy. We tell our kids, get you somebody that come from good background. Get you somebody, whatever the case may be, that's good, all the above. That's what we teach our kids. But I must say, in the midst of teaching our kids that, it could be a very, very big mistake. And that mistake is called controlling. Because with all of that, controlling can be number one in that. With finding a successful husband or wife, or finding a successful wealthy mate. That controlling. Make sure you don't leave that part out. Because if you find that part, you need to move on. Because I don't care how much wealth, I don't care how good of a background a husband or wife come from. It's the controlling part that can make the relationship so wrong, okay? So be mindful when you're raising these children up to teach them what to find in a husband or wife. Because, I can't stress that enough. I don't care how good they dress, how much money they got. They can be very controlling. And to me, controlling become evil to a certain extent. Okay, back to my story. So I married a man like that. And yes, he had everything in his world. He was a great provider, dressed nice, smelled good, attended business meetings, everything. But he was so controlling for no reason. No reason. And to put the icing on the cake, I had left my hometown and moved to his hometown, which I didn't know anybody. So why would you be so controlling when I don't know anybody? I'm only at home all the time. So with that being said, I'm going to fast forward. Wind up having a child. And when I had the child, the controlling part got real bad. It got so bad, and I'm going to be honest with you, a lot of people don't want to speak the truth out loud, but sometimes we can marry people and date people that don't even want us around nobody but them. They don't really like us around our family, and sadly to say, they will get jealous of your own family. And your family was there before them, but they don't look at it like that. They get very jealous. Even of your friendships, people that have been there long before them, they just automatically get jealous of everybody and start flipping it on you like you want to either sleep with these people or either they not your blood or whatever the reason could be. When you find people like that, you need to move on. Because you cannot come into human life and take humans out their life if they not toxic to them. Now, if it's somebody that ain't done nothing to you, how can you come in somebody's life and try to erase them? Controlling. So that he became. He didn't want me around my family. He didn't want me around my childhood friends, my best friend. It was just a mess. And all I could think about is what my mom raised me to think. Get you a successful husband, a good background. So I'm putting in my mind like, okay, well, he is providing. He is doing everything. I'm working as well. I'm providing. But he was doing great as a man. He just wasn't a bum man. So I felt like I must listen to him, and I must, just do as he say. So I'm gonna shelter myself out from everybody, and I'm gonna close myself in, and I'm gonna be just good and great for him. Little to say, that drove me crazy. That drove me into depression. That drove me into sadness. I couldn't see my friends no more. All I could do is just be great for him. And at first, that stuff started off good, but then it becomes very sad and very old because you don't get to see nobody no more. All you do is see the four walls in your house. All you find yourself doing is constantly the same routine every day, cleaning and cooking and doing his laundry. Like, it becomes very boring, but he don't see that. But you know what? He or she, they the ones that get to be out living life. Yeah, they be out living life while you at home control. So keep in mind, again, when you're raising your children, either it's a female or a male, about the relationship, make sure you put it in there that they need to be treated equally. Nobody need to be combined to no house. Nobody need to be sir, yes, sir. I didn't do that to you. So why you gonna go find a mate or fall in love to become that person? I think that's the biggest mistake where we lose our children when they become grown, is that we don't train them and teach them at an early age on how to fall in love and how to separate. Or when you find somebody that try to knock me out, start looking at red flags in that person, because evil come in all shapes and form. It does. Evil can come and make you feel good, but in the ending, it's going to tear you up. It's going to show its true colors. I call it tricksters, and there's a lot of tricksters out here. So back to my story. I had the baby Bob, and of course I wanted to leave in that relationship. I'm just going to say that. Because after the baby was born, physical abuse, all that really took place then, because I felt like by me giving him a child, I'm already his wife. Now he felt like he really, really owned me. He meant more than my own mother and father in his head. So I waited until he went to work one day, and I snuck away, and I never went back. But by me sneaking away from him because he thought he won and took over, he punished me. He made it hard for me. Came looking for me. He wanted to fight me everywhere he seen me in public. So I had to give restraining orders, So with that being said, I rethink life now. So fast forward some time, I never went back. I went on with my life. I got a third shift job. Third shift job to me on people who is going through divorces or breakup, or even if you lost somebody. I think a third shift job is a part of healing. Why? It's because at nighttime, that's when you're most vulnerable. That's when your sadness kick in, or your loneliness. That's when, not saying you got to work a third shift job forever, but that would help me. I got a third shift job, and that third shift job kept me from relapsing during the most weakest times, and that was nighttime, AM time for me. So I did good. After I felt like I got strong enough, I left that third shift job because I had a little baby. And I went on and got a first shift job so I can be home with her all day and not have people to do my motherly duties. But as she grew up, the daddy was still mad at me to where he didn't want to take care of her. Now, I'm knowing this is a wealthy man, wealthy family, what they got. And I just had to face the simple truth. Either you're going to go back and be with him, because that's what he wants. He's making it very hard for you. It ain't about being broke or you don't want to take care of his child. He is aiming at you for what you did. You snuck away, you left. So with that being said, he didn't help. Every time I would call, he said he not wiring money, he not sending money. I was trying my best not to do child support. So when I left, the baby was 9 months old. So now by this time, about 5 years old now, I'm feeling like I've been doing it this long. I've been working. Now you can help me. I ain't done child support. I moved to another state now. It's higher out here. I moved to Atlanta. And renting everything double high. And it's not fair. I have to stay cooped back there when there's nothing there, just so that I can meet standards of living. I wanted more in life. I wanted more for her. So I called myself moving to a better state. I got a good job, but everything went up. So I was really needing his help. That one check, that one parent stuff was getting old. It wouldn't meet ends. We was short on doing things now because I moved us to another place, so a higher place. He just wouldn't help. So I'm going to fast forward on down. Yes, I did. I did a lot of crying, shedding tears, because I knew deep down in my heart that he could provide. And he came from a wealthy family. And it was like at this point, I was having to beg, because every time you see him, he going to stay with Jordans. He going to stay with a nice outfit on, a chain on, So I know you could have done for her. And this is my main things for a lot of parents, they don't do for their children. How could you be so comfortable with going to the store buying yourself shoes or clothes, knowing that it's a potential chance your child out there don't have shoes? That was my thought every time he bought them Jordans. Did you not think she would need a pair of shoes, even if it wasn't Jordans? But anyway, get back to my story. So I wound up moving back home as years passed. I did the best I could. I tried to provide, but as she got older, she started getting into activities at school like basketball, band, stuff that was requiring more and more money. And at this point, I figured, well, all the years that passed, us being split up, okay, you can't still be mad at me. Well, believe it or not, it's parents out here, and I'm just now realizing it. They hold grudges for a long time against that parent because of what they done to them. And what's crazy is that sometimes that parent don't see the mental and physical abuse they put that person through. They just don't see it. All they see is how you left them. How you left him. And he come from a very church-going family. When I tell you, parents are deacons, the everything, most highly positions in church. They was raised in church. You would think that by you coming from a church-going family, how could you be so evil? Despite all the abuse a person could put you through, knowing you can't win against a man hitting you. All the abuse, I did the right thing by leaving. Because you know what? Staying there could destroy the children watching you fight. It really could. So I did the best and right thing. So why torture me and hate me? So it never stopped. And I'm quite sure it's a lot of people out here can understand that. The torture has been following me. This child is 19 today. But I'm going to take you back. So by the age of 14, I had enough. They got pigs. They sell meat to Jimmy Dean's. They got real estates. They got all of this. I don't have nothing. I come from a poverty poor family. So with that being said, why I got to keep taking care of a child struggling and y'all got everything over here? And I never got nothing. So by the time of 14, I was tired. I went to child support office, put him on child support. And guess what? They fixed it and rigged it because he worked for his daddy. So his daddy was able to make it to where I get $50 a month. And like I said, these church-going people. Now, I'm knowing he making about $900, probably $700 every week. I used to work for them back in 2007. I was making $500 a week in 2007. So this 2026, he still work for the family business. I was getting paid. We get paid weekly. So I get $50 a month. Yeah. And I laughed at that. But you know what? I put that toward a phone bill. First time ever I had a little help. This is just what mothers and fathers have to go through to take care of the child. That evil parent that's still punishing that parent for leaving them because they got tired of abusing them. Yahweh want me to tell you, he used me to tell you this story because he wants you to know he going to take care of you. He sure is. Why you think you secretly out here torturing that parent because you mad at them for leaving you? He made them leave you, Yahweh said. I made them leave you. You was mistreating them. You wasn't right. Why they needed to stay there with you? That's what Yahweh said. And then when they listened to me and got away from you, because a lot of people can't get away. They found the strength to got away from you. You still going to follow them and torture them, huh? And you thought that you was going to get away with doing that? Instead of owning up to what you done wrong, apologize. And from this day forward, just have a very co-parenting, friendly relationship of taking care of that child. Most do that, but like I said, a lot of them don't because they mad at that parent. They don't care about what you talking about. They don't care how evil they are. They don't care. You left them. You left them. And that's the honest God truth. And a lot of people need to hear that. You left them. They still mad at you. I don't care. And I didn't know grudges could be held for 15, 16, 20 years. But then at the same time, it makes you be thankful that you left a person like that because that's very weak-minded. They are very weak-minded and evil. And why would you want to put your life in somebody's hands like that or lead the pack of the family that's so weak-minded like that? So I just thought I might share that. Yahweh wanted me to use my story to share that. And today, I had an injury. The hospital damaged me through a surgery. That's another story I'll share later. But I haven't been able to work in almost 3 years because my bladder and bowels got sewed up. I'm in a colostomy bag and a SNS stimulator. I'm needing that. I'm finna get that one. That's a pacemaker for my pelvic floor. But anyway, I've been down. I haven't worked. I've been footing it all this time for her. And now she done graduated. I wasn't able to get her car. My sickness have got the best of me now. But that's another story itself. But guess what? She's having to go to him. And now that she's going to him, he is making her pay for being by my side, for being a struggling child with her mother. When he didn't pay child support until 14, her mother had to beg. And then y'all made it to where it was a low amount a month to where she couldn't even get a whole outfit in high school. So now I had to send her down there to him. But guess what? It's not good enough for him. Because now he done made it to where he took off my phone line. He trying to separate us. He's still out to make me pay. And she 19 now. He's still out to me. We had a phone line, and I asked her for the first time. I've been paying her bill. She went to college. I paid it all through the first year of college and everything. So since she working for them, the family business now, I figured she could pay her own phone line, her own phone bill. She grown now. She got to learn to pay responsibilities and bills. But he took it among himself to, to get at me and say, tell her we don't need that phone line no more. I'm going to handle it. I'll get your phone. So right now, she having to do what he say do. And it's like, because he know I don't have the money. He feel like he winning now. So this the first time ever in life he feel like he have won. But that's sad because she became grown for you to feel like you won. But what competition could I be in with you? And it's not just me. This is what parents go through. This is what they go through. And now he feel like he can attack me at my lowest through my child. Meaning he is trying his best to turn her against me. Yeah, he don't care about my injury. He don't care about my bladder and bowels. Me almost losing my life. He didn't care if that was going to hurt her, of losing her mama. He don't care about none of that. All he care about is separating her from me so he can have her finally. That controlling. And I must say, she called the other day and she's very sad because she feel like she's trapped in the middle. So as me being a mother and a bigger person, I know I can't provide nothing for her because I don't have no money. The little money I have to put it toward my colostomy supplies. And, I can't eat regular food. So my food is much expensive, more than what you probably pay because I can't eat certain food. So I don't have nothing hard to offer her no more. And I hate this for her because I just don't know how to feel. But I have gave it to Yahweh. He really should be giving me some flowers in the car saying you a good mama because she graduated with 3.2, first year of college, 4.0. I did a good job. But instead, he's still fighting to tear me down. So I'm finna end this story. And I'm saying this is if this is a father like my little girl father or if it's a mother like my little girl's father, same ways. I'm here to tell you, please stop doing that parent like that. Please stop. Because you are ending your days. You won't be able to live here for a long time. Yahweh told me to tell you that. You is in the way. You are a distraction. All you doing is being here torturing people. And that time for to stop. You secretly think don't nobody know your heart and truth, but Yahweh told me to tell you he is watching you. Whether you a father or mother. You got to stop hating that parent because they didn't want you no more. You mistreated them and accept that. But stop torturing that parent 20, 15 years later. Stop it. You stop that. That's wrong. Because in naturality, they had somebody to come roughing you up. Then what? So in return, everybody not like that. People are just pure and godly. But in this case, we feel like we are defenseless. We feel like we are helpless. But Yahweh told me to tell you, stop thinking like that because he always had your back and he been watching. You're going to win at the end of the day. So I just thought I might share that. Keep going. And lift your head up, chin up, chest out. If you have been that a parent, instead of getting attacked, because the real reason is you left. The real reason is that you left. And I'm here to let you know, God bless you. I love you. Keep your head up. I know what you went through. I know. That's why I decided to speak out about it. It's not right. It's like a little silent parasite that travels among all of these parentings. But that parasite got to be called out. That's it. Just called out. So, again, enjoy your day. And I'll be back with more stories. Again, this is the Awakening page. Only positive comments. No negativity on this page. I started this page. Don't wait on me now to want to create and go against me. This is my lane. Let me be in this lane. To all my fans and supporters, thank you for the loving. The comments really mean a lot to me. And also, if you're not afraid to drop how you feel in comments, let me know. Let's talk. And you have a blessed day.